I'm in the house with my co-host, The Chat. Friday Patreon situation. Appreciate y'all coming down, rocking out with me. Another very, very fruitful stream. We've had some great hip-hop tonight. I think great hip-hop has been the theme of the night. So it's theme of live our nights. But shout out my man Mark, laid down a nice $25 dono to take them overtime. He's going to take us home with a clipping track from their brand new album, Dodger. Now, listen, the last clipping joint, what's the name of that last clipping joint I did? Whatever it was, I liked it. I actually genuinely liked it, and that was a breath of fresh air. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to say that about clipping ever again. So, let's check it out. Clipping Dodger. Let's hopefully it's good again. Hopefully. Y'all know how I feel about some damn clipping. Oh, here we go. Let's go with the bullshit. Damn. You said they look like they listen to Infant Annihilator for the message. That's crazy. That's a good one. Ask What Happened. Yeah, that was the name of that track. That's crazy. That burns. I know I burned it from the inside. Like electrocution and shit.
Check the coordinates. Something's a mess in the orbit. Best get a hold of it. A routine check will make it known. Scanning international space for a satellite that's out of place. Shouldn't be a red light shining on the face of this analyst, but the interface is all solid, and that's bad. Time for everybody to find a crash pad, a bunker nobody would have thunk, but it's plain to see. Another unexplainable anomaly. If money's unavailable, inevitably anything depending on the stable internet is gonna crash. Tear it down. Debatable what happens after that, it doesn't matter really. All you gotta know is that it's bad. So she ring the alarm, please be on guard. Though these things are often harmless, no need to be alarming, but please be warned easily. This leads to carnage. People freak with no tech, microchip in your neck won't connect. Evil things be offline. Again, things will be fine. Probably modify anybody, a prodigy up. That's what ought to be dodged, knocking the plugs. Fucking up all the advances with the chances of them making it into the damn just understand it's a Dodger. Fine.
Does kind of sound like Andre 3000. Maybe with more of a down on his voice than Andre does. I think Andre, shout out Andre 3000, man. He's becoming one of the most maligned hip hop artists because people are kind of thinking it's cool to say that he's not one of the best because he's never put out solo and he's always been part of a group. I saw this one tweet saying that, Biggie had 3 times as many verses as Andre 3000 had his whole career. Biggie only put out 2 albums or whatever. But that's it's comparing apples to oranges, honestly. But shout out Andre 3000. I always enjoyed Andre 3000. I always thought he was one of the most clever and intelligent rappers, and the fact that he knew when to stop, but the fact that he knew when it was just not a good idea, he didn't have anything to say anymore in hip hop. I think that shows a lot of intelligence too. It's like I don't have anything to rap about anymore. Like that's real. That's very real.
What happens after that, it doesn't matter really. All you gotta know is that it's bad. So she ring the alarm, please be on guard. Though these things are often harmless, no need to be alarming, but please be warned easily. This leads to carnage. People freak with no tech, microchip in your neck won't connect. Evil things be offline. Again, things will be fine. Probably modify anybody, a prodigy up. That's what ought to be dodged, knocking the plugs. Fucking up all the advances with the chances of them making it into the damn just understand it's a
sounds like I got this on 2 times speed.
Find them. Virus, time is of the essence when you find this virus. Mine it's obsolescence, you must kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill it. Human unedited, ended a technical betterment for all the rest of them, no. Offend excessive, unethical detriments, what are they other than pest to control? Pest to control? Let's get the trap. Group them together and dead them like that. You can loop in the general public, they love it. You justify suffering by snuffing a rat. Picking up a hot wire. Hit the clip and you can tell he's spitting hot fire. You see the difference, he is managing to hand up propaganda, understand he do the damage of a Rottweiler. Bite down with a jaw on swollen mug on me. Waking up your family with stuff unseen. Everybody panicking because that dream. Show them all the savagery of them rat things. That shit gon' fuck up the order. Have them throwing fists when they stuck at the border. Feeling like they deserve better than the police station. If you do better, bitch don't hate. She think to herself, she run through the hall, she flipping the the switch sheet, making the call on the direct line to a president's head, but the president is already dead.
Ooh. Now, you all know my knock on clipping has always been the weird sounds and like sound effects they use as their instruments. This is, they're using weird sounds, but the sounds are not as destructive and obstructive as they have been in the past. They're not as obnoxious. So I'm not hating this at all. I'm actually liking this. I'm tolerant of the fact that they're not using traditional instrument sounds to make their beats, you know? I'm tolerant of it in this track.
Feeling like these are better than a police station. If you do better, bitch don't hate. She think to herself, she run through the hall, she flipping the switch, she making the call on the direct line to a president's head, but the president is already dead. Dodger. Find them. End them. Virus, time is of the essence when you find this virus. Mind its obsolescence, you must kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill it. Be the citizen you need to be if innocence is in your future. You are either in the net or you against the wall. Either a protector or rejector, and rejectors won't be tolerated. They'll be hunted down to help eject them all. Be the citizen you need to be if innocence is in your future. You are either in the net or you against the wall. Either a protector or rejector, and rejectors won't be tolerated. They'll be hunted down to help eject them all. Virus, time is of the essence when you find this virus. Mind its obsolescence, you must kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill that shit. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Enunciate and then enunciate.
Kill it. Kill it.
Hey, listen, that's 2 in a row. That's 2 in a row for you clipping boys.
See how he run, see how he
Might
run.
be a good
see
album.
How he never would pick up a gun. See how he jumped like it was nothing on the earth to hold him down. Gotta admit that looked like fun. It looked like fun. The fuck is fun when the war ain't done? If the war ain't done, then the war ain't won. You swore to uphold all the pillars of the federated something some. The song that used to hum in school with the rules and the reasons do all the things you do in the name of the thing. What the fuck is the shit they saying when this man elevates and it makes it seem insane? Asinine, even assassinate him for what? Justify treason to capture this feeling has to be love. It's dust on the heart, got to get the rust off. It's a muscle you must jumpstart. It's been a minute, isn't it? A little bit bitter to be intimate with the enemy anyway. It is better to cut, that'll make you a dodger too. True, but if it's really what you gotta do, you just admit it's a better enemy to end up defending the very enemy you meant to subdue.
Whoa, that ending was fire. That ending was woo. David he's as far as like flows, he's up there. He's up there. Like, I hate to say it about somebody who played and it was a part of Hamlet, but whatever. Oh man, I did not like that whole Hamlet situation. But that was the second joint off the new clipping album that I actually enjoyed. They're 2 for 2 as far for this album. Pretty sure it's gonna be the only 2 tracks on the album that I can tolerate. The rest is probably gonna be like freaking styrofoam, people chewing on styrofoam with freaking plastic fillings in their mouth. Like, they just picked Hamilton. I said Hamlet, I meant Hamilton. Y'all know what I meant, man. You know damn well what I meant. I ain't said that word. Y'all know I meant Hamilton.
Okay, this is bullshit. Moulton was an asshole. Moulton was a petty, immature, selfish man. Oh, he was good at one thing. That's bringing the worst out of everybody he met.
Yeah! And that nigga owe me $5.